5 harmful teas you should never drink. There's nothing better than the feeling of waking up every morning, taking a shower, and enjoying a good breakfast. If you're a tea lover, you probably look forward to drinking your tea in peace and preparing for the day ahead. But teas aren't only suited for mornings, as many people drink them in the afternoons and evenings as well. When you think about where tea is drunk the most in the world, you might think it's China or Kenya, because these are the top producers of tea, so it only makes sense for people of China or Kenya to be the top consumers of tea. But that's not true. Can you guess which countries people drink tea the most? Because of the long hours of a typical working day in America, you probably think that most Americans rely on coffee to start their day instead of tea. While that may be true, don't forget one important fact, and that is that tea and coffee both are sources of caffeine, and people can choose either of these beverages to get their morning dose of caffeine to help kickstart their day. According to the Tea Association of the USA, over 159 million Americans enjoy drinking tea, and they drank almost 85 billion servings of tea in the year 2021 alone. So even if most people drink coffee, tea is consumed in great volumes as well. But you know that too much caffeine is bad for you, right? It can not only prevent us from getting a good night's sleep, but it can also make us feel more anxious and even raise our blood pressure. And that's not all, because the tea industry might be advertising all the health benefits that teas can offer, but today we're here to tell you that there are some teas that you should never drink. In this video, we'll help you understand how these 5 teas can cause bad health effects and should be avoided based on scientific data, so that the next time you go out to get groceries and see an alternative to these teas, you make the right decision. Number 5. Licorice tea. When you think of licorice, you're probably thinking about the candy you got in your basket during Halloween. But we're talking about a product here. Even though both the delicious sweet candy and the licorice tea come from the same plant called Glycyrrhiza glabra, both of them are used differently. Even though both the tea and the candy are sweet in flavor. Perhaps that's why many people like drinking licorice tea. But we're here to inform you about the health risks associated with licorice, so that you don't give in easily to the sweetness this tea has to offer and choose another tea. A case report published in the British Medical Journal, or BMJ, highlighted the role of licorice tea in raising blood pressure. Moreover, licorice tea contains a compound called glycyrrhizin, which is the extract obtained from the licorice plant and is responsible for the sweetness that we all like. But that's not all it is responsible for, because the same glycyrrhizin can cause an increase in the level of the stress hormone cortisol, and that can disturb the hormonal balance of the body. Another research paper that explored the effects of licorice on the heart's health also showed that because licorice can hold high amounts of salt, it can also cause pulmonary edema in some people. Number 4. Kavak Cava. Some tea leaves are also obtained from shrubs, such as Kavak Cava is taken from a plant called Piper methysticum. This plant is found in the Pacific Island region and has been used for decades as a part of ceremonial rituals. Why, you ask? Maybe because Kavak Cava has a relaxing and calming effect on people when they drink it. But if you find trouble believing people's stories, you can trust science. Many researchers have pointed out that the active ingredient in Kavak Cava, called cavapyrones, has pain-relieving properties that can make people feel insensitive to pain, helping them ease their nerves. Now imagine dealing with pain, and you have Kavak Cava tea available. And after a few sips, you can feel all your pain disappearing and feel relaxed. Sounds great, doesn't it? Why buy Xanax at all when you have Kavak Cava tea? If the idea of a magical tea to remove all your pain sounds too good to be true, then that is because it probably is. Besides its frequent use in some regions, Kavak Cava is notorious for being associated with some serious health problems, which is why we've added it to our list of teas to avoid. One of the reasons for avoiding this tea is that it is super interactive with other substances such as alcohol and other medications, which makes it a little unsafe. For example, it has been reported that if you take Kavak Cava with anxiety medications such as Xanax, it can put your body in a semi-comatose state, meaning that you'll respond to things as if you were sleeping or in a coma. If you think that's bad, consider this. Kavak Cava has been associated with liver toxicity in multiple case reports from the United States, Germany, and Switzerland. It was found that people showed several signs of liver toxicity or liver failure after a few weeks and up to 2 years after having consumed Kavak Cava. Certainly makes you rethink something as simple as drinking tea. Number 3. Lemon tea. While lemon adds a bit of flavor to our tea, too much of it might have harmful effects on our health. Even though it is full of antioxidants, many people drink it to help lose weight. You might have also seen people adding lemon to their detox water, on their salads, in their curries, and enjoy drinks such as lemonade or lemon tea. And this is because besides adding a bit of zest to our foods, it has a ton of health benefits such as providing our bodies with vitamin C. So a lemon tea can't be bad for you, right? Too much of anything is bad, and that includes lemon tea. The acidic addition to your tea that a lemon can offer is precisely what we're here to warn you about. It can cause stomach issues, and even make a person nauseous if it is taken in large amounts. If you have gastroesophageal reflux disease or GERD, you should avoid drinking lemon tea because it's going to make your symptoms worse. Moreover, the acidity of lemon tea can affect how our liver metabolizes certain molecules, such as medicines, and that can lead to an overdose. So if you're taking any medicine for reducing blood pressure, make sure to avoid lemon tea. Number 2. Sassafras tea. Sassafras tea is obtained from a plant called Sassafras albidum that grows in abundance in the eastern part of the United States, such as in Iowa, Missouri, and Kansas. If you have ever tried sassafras tea, you'll remember that it tasted a lot like root beer, and that is because until the year 1960, sassafras was used as an ingredient for root beer, but the Food and Drug Administration Authority or FDA banned its use in the making of food and drugs that are commercially made. Now, if the FDA banned something so long ago, there has got to be a reason behind it, right? Well, there is. A substance found in sassafras called safrole was considered unsafe when it was discovered that it could be possibly linked to liver damage and even cancer. Safrole was the first alkyl benzene found to have liver-damaging and cancer-causing properties when its effects were tested on rats. So not only does this mean that sassafras tea is dangerous to consume, but all other products of the sassafras plant contain safrole and therefore should be avoided. Number 1. Comfrey tea. Comfrey tea is obtained from the comfrey plant, or Symphytum officinale, which is grown in Europe and North America. Many people use this tea to feel more relaxed. Just like many other teas, comfrey tea has been used in Europe traditionally to treat health problems, such as inflammation. Comfrey tea helped these people ease their pain. Not only that, but comfrey extract is also used in many ointments, so that people with joint pain can apply it on areas where they feel pain. But don't let this misguide you about its use as a beverage. Just like safrole and sassafras tea, comfrey tea contains pyrrolizidine alkaloids, which also have cancer-causing properties and damage the liver. This is why the FDA has suggested that all comfrey-related products taken by mouth should not be available in the market. So there you have it, a list of 5 teas that we think you should avoid if you're trying to stay healthy. But if you live in a cold region or simply like drinking tea, we're not expecting you to eliminate all teas. For example, green tea is a great option to drink, especially after dinner, as it is full of antioxidants that protect the body's cells from damage and is also helpful in losing weight. Another great option is chamomile tea, which is also full of antioxidants. People who have trouble sleeping also drink chamomile tea to help them sleep faster, and those who wish to improve their digestive health also add it to their diet. And that's all for today, folks. If you liked knowing about these harmful teas, make sure to subscribe to our channel so that you get notified the next time we upload another helpful video. Until next time, see you soon.